I don't know if it's something since like the birth of AI, or whether I just getting old, or I miss the things that my parents used to have and grandparents. But for some reason, I've been going quite backwards with stuff. I've been going like freshly ground coffee. I've been going leather and wood, and I've been going like more vintage over the past year. And I love it. It's like I'm finding myself more than I ever have done before, which is great. So I always used to push myself. To be like in this digital era of Google workspaces and trying to figure things out, like making sure that everything's on an Excel spreadsheet. I've always been quite proud of being techie, and people ask me about help with digital things, and I really enjoy being able to offer assistance and help with digital things. But also, I'm really into just stripping everything back again, which is why I'm going to talk to you today about my system. But first, I've got this, which I need to unwrap. So basically, there was a company called the Desk Pad Company, and they reached out to me and said, would you like a desk pad? And I was like, no, I'll buy one, because I'm really, this desk pad that I've got is really itchy on my arms. When I'm using my mouse and on the keyboard, it's really quite itchy. I tend to have my keyboard quite far away, and I rest on it like this. But then I do like to prop my legs up on my box that I've got under there, and then I'll go like this and have more of a space while I'm at the screen. But I've always got to move. Like there's never enough space. So like I'll use this if I'm browsing or if I'm doing some little edits and that. But mainly it's the mouse, and then there's not enough room here for the mouse, and so then I've got to put him over to the side there, and it's never quite how I want it to be. The Desk Pad Company reached out to me and they said, would you like a desk pad? Send us your logo, a little bit about you, and we will make one for you. So they did. It's here. And I said to them, right, I'm going to make a video about it. So here I am. Out with the old and in with the new. There's a tear off strip. Oh, look at that. That's really useful Velcro strap as well. I'm just going to put that out there. That will be used for a lot of stuff. Are you ready? This is so exciting. That is sick. Look at the space. So I wanted it rustic. I wanted it burnt. I wanted it looking cool. And that really does look the part for me. I'm really, really happy with that. So thank you to the Desk Pad Company who are sponsoring this video. If you want to get your own desk pad, you can head over to the Desk Pad Company website. I'll link it into the description, and you can go and have a little look at what you can do, what sizes you can get. You can get mouse mats, you can get medium pads, you can get these large pads. You can put your own graphic on there. You can ask them to create a graphic for you by just giving them your logo and a little bit about your business, and they will make one. But this to me is absolutely awesome. It fits perfectly, and it's a brilliant backdrop for today's video. This is like my pencil case, and this is basically everything that I use on a day-to-day basis. It's nicely wrapped in this leather. I've got it off Etsy. I think she's in Spain, the woman who made it. I'll try and find the link and put it in the description as well. It's got its nice buckle. You flap it open and it unrolls awesomely like this. What is the purpose of it? Well, I will show you. Let's go left to right. So underneath this flap, which protects everything from everything, there is my day-to-day field notes pad. This one is nearly empty actually. I'm on the last page. In the back I put exercise, and I've done one jog this month. But like I'll go through it. So for example, oh look, there's a willow. So in here There's different things that I've got to edit for a specific client, and I just keep that in my pocket, or I keep it in here because this is always with me. The next pocket behind it is my most special dad in the world placemat for a drink. So if I'm out and about on a shoot, I will take that with me. So when they offer me coffee or whiskey, it's there, ready to be used. Then I've got a pencil, which I sharpen with a Stanley knife. So that goes nicely there. I've got a gold pen here, which I will show you what that's for shortly. And then we've got colour coordinated pens. We'll start from the right hand side. So this is a pen that I got from Peg Estates, an estate agent which I do filming for. It's got a little stylus on the end, so that's great for when I'm doing any work with this pad. Then I've got a fountain pen. I drop letters in to any people that I want to be doing any business with. So if I'm looking to work with a specific bar or something, then I'll write them a letter instead of dropping them a dirty DM. Then we've got a really skinny pen. This is a very, very tiny pen. The nib is so small, but I've lost the lid for it, so I've got this biro lid on for the minute. So I'm going to try and use that as quick as I can so I can get a new one. Then I've got black, good old failsafe. That is for writing in my field notes book, so that either goes in my pocket or it stays in the roll. Then I tick off my to-do list with the right coloured pen. We've got red, we've got orange, and we've got green, depending on whether I've done the task, nearly done the task, or not started the task at all. Another couple of colours, I've got pink and purple, and they're just for highlighting things generally, just if I need to highlight them. In the back of this folder is another book, and in here there's loads of stuff. There's prospects that I'm trying to get hold of, there's signatures, there's to-do lists, there's journals, there's lists of like all the things that I need to take for this wedding, for example, and this is with the small pen, so you can really fit in stuff. There's diary, journal bits in here as well from things that I've written. So with the fountain pen, so I'll get my fountain pen out and I'll write in here, you know, what's been going on. I've also got a tracker, so I track things, and I use the right coloured pens as well for that tracker. So that's what is in there. So that's how I keep up to date with all of my journaling and things like that. Inside the zipped area, I have this little tool. So there's measurements down the side, and that shows up to 2 inches. It's a little carabiner, so I can clip keys onto it. And then I use this end to tighten up the back of my camera when it's going onto my tripod, which is really useful as well. So that's my little tool that I keep in there. I've got a couple of memory cards that I use in. There's a micro SD, there's a normal memory card. Then I've got a couple of cleaning wipes, although I do have my kit in my bag that I use all the time, but those are a couple of little cleaning wipes that I've got there. I have business cards that are all in here. These are made out of bamboo, they're well cool. So those are always in there. My gold pen is to write on the face of the business card, so if I want to put something there, or if I've gone to a restaurant and I wanted to put the name of the restaurant or something on the front of it, I will put that there. That's got my details on as well. They're made out of bamboo, so they're pretty cool. I like them. And they're skinny. And they look sick. I've got a phone charging cable, micro SD card, and that is it that's in there really. And that's my roll, basically. This desk pad is sick. And that tickles. Tuckles? Yeah. That tuckles back in there. My phone keeps going off. That tuckles back in there. And like, you can just loop it, tighten it up, and then that's good to go. That stays on my desk. My field notes just stays open. My pen is there, or it's in my pocket and it's ready to go, ready to be filled, and ready to be used. And that is how I use my roll. I think I'm just going to do some editing now. Will it all fit on there? Look at the space. So I don't have to move. Oh, God, this is so sick. Thanks very much for watching. This is basically just a little insight to the roll, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. If you like this stuff, then let me know and I'll do a bit more of it. And thank you to the desk pad company, because this is sick. See you soon. Goodbye now.